So we're going to do one more example of factoring. And this one we're actually going to have a negative C term and we're going to have a negative B term. The unique challenge with this one is most people see that there's no coefficient in front of the x, so they assume the B term is 0. Whenever there's no coefficient present, remember the coefficient is always 1. So what we're going to do is the same thing that we did in the previous examples. I'm going to identify my C term, which in this case is negative 72. I am going to take just the 72, and I'm going to find all the factors of 72. So we have 72 and 1. We have 2 and 36. And we have a host of others that we can do. And you list them all the way down in sequence, and you will come down to the last one, which is 9 and 8. You will need to use a calculator if you have trouble factoring. You just take the C term and you divide by 1, divide by 2, divide by 3, until you hit a situation where you start increasing in value. So we have 72, 36. I'm going to skip down to 9 for time purposes here, but there are more factors of 72. So the sign immediately preceding the 72 is a negative. So since that sign is negative, that means the operation I'm going to perform on all these factors is subtraction. And once again, if you go through all your factors, you're going to end up with all of these differences. What I'm going to do now is look at my B term. My B term is negative 1. I'm looking for two factors that will actually give me just the digit, which is 1. 9 and 8. So now I'm going to set up my two factors. I have my 9 here. I have my 8 here. By rule, the larger of the two factors takes on the sign of the B term. The B term is negative 1, so it's negative, so the 9 will be negative. Since the C term is also negative, we talked about that. In order for us to get a negative C term, the two signs have to be different. So this has to be a positive 8. If you want to check your answer, you can look at negative 9 plus 8, and that will give you negative 1, which is your B term.